Okay, our interview this morning is with Paul Farris. Paul was born in Kaufman, Texas, July of 1951. He served in the United States Army from January of 1968 until December of 1972, with one tour in Vietnam. His highest rank attained was Staff Sergeant E6. My name is Dale Dexheimer. I'm not related to Paul in any way. Also in the room is Milton Gibson, our videographer, and Paul's friend Jonathan. This interview is conducted at Burleson, Texas on Tuesday, November 15, 2016. This interview is conducted for the Veterans History Project at the Library of Congress and also Operation Remember, Burleson, Texas. And with that little intro, Paul, you can tell us about your time in the U.S. military, sir.
Oh, Lord, I don't know where to start. I grew up with a military family. My dad was in World War II in the European campaign. My uncle was in Europe. My dad flew the P-38. My uncle flew the P-40. And they always joked about the P-40 as the counter-rotating prop. It wasn't the right configuration. It always went the opposite, the way normal prop planes went. I grew up in San Antonio. That's where my enlistment started. When I enlisted, I went to Fort Bliss for my basic training, which I thoroughly enjoyed, giving my drill sergeants all kind of fits and everything. I spent 2 months there. Then I went to Fort Knox for my AIT. I spent, I think it was 6 weeks there. From there, I went to Fort Benning, Georgia for jump school, ranger school, and everything. And then my first duty assignment out of that was in Germany. I was there for about a month. Then I went to Korea. I was there about a month. And while I was in Korea, I was in Custer's old unit, the 4th of the 7th Cav. Didn't like it, because in basic you're taught if you meet an officer walking down the road, you salute him, you say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Over there it was Gary Owens. Because at the Battle of Little Bighorn, Gary Owens was the first person killed. And he was the bugler for Custer. Now, why we did it that way, I don't know. But from there, I went to the Republic of Vietnam, which I thoroughly hated. I didn't like it. I was not supposed to go because I was the only son. Nonetheless, I went. I was stationed at Dak To with the 173rd Airborne. I've been wounded twice. I've got the Bronze Star, the Silver Star, 2 Purple Hearts. I got a Presidential Unit Citation with 4 clusters. The only good time that I had while I was in the military is when I was with the Golden Knights. I think that's the name. But anyway, they were the Army Elite Parachute team. We'd go around all over the country jumping out of airplanes. And of course, everybody knows only 2 things fall from the sky. And I can't say one, so I'll use the other as a fool. But I enjoyed it.